Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Yesterday I just went to see Paranormal Activity the Mark once. I went to a review, but I also want to talk about the movies. First I want to talk about the four movies that amazing, probably a lot of people haven't seen. And the first three is Paranormal Activity. The first one's about a couple. They move in together. They're not married, and they move in together. This is the first one. Paranormal activities. They move in together, and the, the the girlfriend, she has history with a demon that haunted her when she was a little girl, and her family. She haunted her and her sister when they were little kids, and she followed her, and the the demon was haunting the house that her and her boyfriend was living in, and things happens in the house. The guy decides to bring a camera and check out the want to see if he catches something on video, and weird things happen. Like noises, loud noises. People get dragged into the get dragged in the floor to another room, and that's what happened in the first one. The second one is the sister, the sister that supposedly was haunted with her, but actually part two is actually part two, of course, and part two is part one. No, it's confusing. It's the first part is 3, 2, 1. It goes 3, 2, 1. Instead of 1, 2, 3, it's 3, 2, 1, because part 3 is actually part 1. Then part 2 is 2, and part 1 is 3. But it goes backwards. Part 2 is before part 1, and it explains in the end what happens. But part 2 is the sister. The sister was haunted with her when she was a little kid, and how their family. What it explains more of how it all started, and it's like it shows part. It shows part, how because she has a baby, and it explains why the ghost, why the ghost is haunting them, why the demon is haunting them, because they want the child, and and in the end, the child's like it's like some way somehow they found a way to send the demon to the girl here, and that's why she was being terrorized by the demon instead of her, because her family sent did a ritual to send the demon to her, to the girl from part 1, and in the end they show the girl from part 1 coming back, killing them all except one person, one member of the family who survived. And then part 3 is the two girls again, but this is like the the prequel. This is like this is like the telling them how it all started. It shows them when they were little kids. It's like it was supposed to be like in the 1980s. And they even have old cameras. It's like they show how they all started, how but it shows them as little kids, and how they became haunted by this demon, and also it shows explains more, explains like why it all started. Is his and you find out that the grandma is an occult, and she's the one who who made the demon go to, because the demon wanted to, like, them to have, like, wanted their mom to have a firstborn, boy child. She wanted to give, but the grandma tried to convince her, you want to have another child. You always want to have a boy, but she didn't want to have a boy. So I guess the demon got mad and they didn't want no more kids. So they decided to kill, but then the demon decided to use these two, to for later on in the films. The films are, like I said, it's 3, part 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now 1, 2, 3 is backwards. 3, 1, 2, 3. It's part 3 is the first one, part 2 is the second one, and part 1 is the third one. And in the end, in part 2, the little, the Katie leaves with the child. They disappear. Because the demon wanted the child, and Katie comes back and kills the baby. Not kills the baby, kills the family, but leaves with the baby because they wanted the firstborn male child. That's all they wanted. And talk about the last one, part 4. Part 4 is another family, but Katie moves into a big house near them, but nobody knew who, her history. The family, they moved next to Katie, started having paranormal activities, because in the end you find out that the little boy, the son of the family, was adopted, and the son of the family was the baby from part 2. It doesn't explain why he got adopted or how he got adopted, but it just says, he's adopted. Nobody knew who his parents were, and in the end you find out that he was the hunter, the baby from part 2 who got kidnapped. Real good movie. I like these movies. And now let's talk about part 5. Part 5 I really liked. It was a real good movie. It amazed me. It like really made me jump. 2 parts. It was a lot. It was funny too. Some of the movies are really funny. Like I really like in part. I think it was part 2 where the part 2 where the swimming pool cleaner was like moving, and like, what the hell's going on? What is the swimming pool? He always kept putting it back, and it was so weird. It's like, oh shoot, why does it keep moving out? And they kept blaming the daughter for it, because like, what the hell? It's like, what the hell? It's like, but so it's in part 5 the girl from part 2, the survivor comes back to help them, with information of what's going on, and these people, this guy. It's like after these two graduate high school, and it's a kid who graduates high school, and he finds out his neighbor dies. One of his neighbors dies. Not his neighbor, but he lived right in the back of them. In the bottom, it's like big apartments, and neighbor dies, and he finds out that his neighbor was doing some things because hears a noise and he sent like a camera down to see what they were doing, and he saw like a ritual, like I guess another victim. There were like another victim who was doing who had the same problems as these people from all the other movies, and he got scared, but then he started having weird dreams when the person died, and he even had like a mark, like not from the movies, the mark, the pigeon bark, and he started having paranormal activities, and he started getting powers, and it's like different from the other ones. Really, this movie is really different from the other ones. It's not that bad. I loved it. It was awesome. I do love the ending. The ending was amazing. You gotta. The thing is, to understand the ending, you have to really focus in the movie. Because if you don't focus, if you miss something, boy, you gotta be confused in the ending. But I did love the ending. I loved it. I was like, whoa, yeah. It's like, damn. It's like, shoot. Let me just tell you, they gotta have they got one person has been in all the movies, like all the two actresses. She's gotta be in the movie, in this movie too. It's gonna explain what happened in the first one, how it happened. I'm not gonna say which part. I'm just gonna say it's gonna explain what happened in the first one. It's gonna explain more what happened in the first one. You gotta be like, I want to see this again. I really do want to see this again badly, because I love that part. That part was amazing. Cool effects. Cool. It reminded me like a good. It reminded me like Chronicles. They got kids having powers, and but they got it from an alien, but that's different. But real good movie. I recommend it to everybody. I definitely want to see it again. I went to the first night showing. Awesome. There were a lot of people screaming. Ooh, a lot of people screaming. And I recommend it. I don't want to talk too much about it, because I don't want to say too much, but I told you a little bit of it, but you gotta want to give the movie out too much. But I recommend it. As this kid, he gets haunted, he gets superpowers because of the bite. That's really different, because these girls never had superpowers. Only like a little superpower. It's like this was like a kind of like the Matrix. This kid was doing the standing up like that. Standing, trying, kind of like the Matrix. It was funny. It was a good movie. I hope you guys like this video. I don't want to talk too much about part 5, because I don't want to give too much information. But let's just say you gotta be shocked at the end. Just don't miss anything in the movie. Don't go to the bathroom during the movie. Trust me, you don't want to miss anything, because in the end you're gonna be lost. It's like, what the hell? No, I don't go to the bathroom. I don't drink. I don't eat nothing during the movie theater. I just watch the movie. Because if you do, like I did once, like in the last James Bond movie, like I went to the bathroom, like, what the hell? Did I miss anything? That's why I never go to the bathroom during the movies. So I hope you guys see this movie, and peace. I hope you like this video. Have a good day, guys. Peace, and Happy New Year.